Hey, Big Marker, your name precedes you. It's nice to finally meet you. I mean, face to face at least. I'm Chef Stowers. You can call me Chef. Everyone else does. So I guess you're wondering why I want to make this film. Before we get into that, let me just tell you, this film is going to have action, suspense, drama. I mean, it's going to be something for the kids of, I don't know, the ages of, let's say 12 to 35. If you like action, adventure, drama, you're going to love this piece. It's going to have a soundtrack. Let's say Lauryn Hill, Fugees, Wyclef Jean, Linkin Park, Busta Rhymes, just to name a few. Big names, right? Because it's going to be a big picture. So I guess I got your attention, huh? I hope so. By the way, the film's name is Nubian Ninja, Return Home. This movie's going to be a hard-hitting, fast action-paced, rap, rock, rage against the system type film. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Basically, a protagonist is a guy trapped in the world, but just as soon as see him dead, trying to find his way back to his hometown. And a lot of stuff ensues, like a war. Can you imagine? Two kingdoms raging over who's right, who's wrong. Classic hero's journey, right? I mean, we have a guy starting from basically the ground. He doesn't remember who he is, how he got where he was. Coming into a situation. Hey, it's a war going on. I want to find out where I belong. Where do I fit in? Into the war, into him becoming a king. Yeah, can't give away the whole story, but you get where we're going with this, right? I'm sure you do. How did I feel about this project, and have I considered changing things? I mean, that's a strong question you're asking me there, guy. Yeah, I considered changing a lot of things. I really did. But in the end, I'm happy with what I have. I think it's something the world wants to see, something the world needs to see. I mean, how often do you get to do something like this? Something on such an epic scale of this, right? Yeah, the things I considered changing were minuscule to say the most. Basically, I didn't want it just to be in one place. I mean, Africa, great place to shoot a film, but let's put it in America too. What about China? Let's go around the globe with this thing. Make it interesting. I mean, it's a world war after a world war. Get what I'm saying here? Come on. The professional in this industry who I most look up to, other than yourself, of course, Mr. Market, would be Akira Kurosawa. This guy's a movie legend. I mean, he has more than 30 films to his name. This guy was so in touch and in tune with films that he actually used to paint out the film, slide by slide, frame by frame, to be exactly the way he wanted it. I mean, this guy was an artist. And once again, what is film but art that needs his canvas? So who is my film geared to? I'm telling you, everyone from youngsters to old at heart, they're gonna love this film. I mean, who doesn't like to see the underdog overachieving? Once again, we talked about that hero's journey earlier on. That's what you guys taught us in class, right? Well, this is what this film is based off of. We want to see someone come from nothing and achieve greatness and then go back to that nothing and show them what greatness can be. And that's kind of what I want to do here. I want to show people that you don't have to have outstanding amounts of money to make a great film. Yeah, great budgets is always wonderful, but it's not necessary. So here are four easy steps to marketing. First, the soundtrack. Every major film has a great soundtrack. And we're going to bring thunder and lightning to the table. I tell you, it's going to be the best of the best. We're talking about Lauryn Hill, the Fugees, Wyclef Jean, Busta Rhymes, Lil Wayne. We're going to mix up with a little bit of Linkin Park. You're going to love it. Step two, video games. Any major film has had a video games. I mean, Disney had Cars, Little Mermaid had a video game, Lion King had a video game, right? This movie needs a video game. And I have the perfect crew for this. The students at Full Sail. I mean, who else? Come on. These guys are awesome. They know what they're doing. They can take care of the sound, they can take care of the graphics. They're wonderful, trust me on this. Number three, let's market to the fanboys. I'm talking action figures here, come on. Remember your little G.I. Joe, the Kung Fu grip? I know you do. You're gonna want one of those for this movie, trust me. It's gonna make it. And finally, number four, we're talking about cereal here, marketing on the front of cereal boxes. I mean, let's get our film on front of some of these boxes in conjunction with brands like Kellogg's, Wheaties. You know it's going to make a big difference in the way people see this, right? The more marketing we get, the more people see this, the more money we make. And we're in the business of making films and money, come on. We're going to have a social media campaign like no other. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, MySpace, and Twitter. If we cover all of those with the right marketing, there's nothing we can't do. I mean, it couldn't even be a great film and still make a lot of money when we got the right publicity, all right? But hey, this is going to be a great film, and you know it. Mr. Market, in my experience, if a film generates twice what it cost to make the film, it's a success. I mean, basically we have no chance of losing here. And by working with companies such as Apple, Tom Ford, you can't lose. I mean, honestly, this is like, it's a balance for greatness. We have two of the biggest brands working with all of the biggest things: video games, music. You can't go wrong here. Hey, it was a pleasure. Did you enjoy your food? I hope you did. Anyway, pleasure meeting you finally face to face like this instead of seeing you on that big screen in the classroom, right? Mr. The Big Market. It was a pleasure to meet you. Let's make this film.